Time now 6:05, and a new oil and gas pipeline is coming to the state. It's set to run straight through Central Texas.
It is the more than 400-mile-long Matterhorn Express Pipeline Project, and the preliminary plans show it's going to go through parts of 5 Central Texas communities. Some landowners are worried about that and what it could mean for their future of property.
Understandably, KXAN's Candy Rodriguez tells us what they can do.
Roughly about 7 o'clock at night, I hear a clanking on our door, and then I go out.
That Wednesday knock ended with David Panay and his wife being served a petition for a temporary restraining order and injunction relief.
You get served on Wednesday, and then the hearing is the next Thursday. It was crazy.
If the petition is granted, Panay will have to let his Florence land be surveyed for the Matterhorn Express Pipeline.
My dad escaped Russian-controlled Azerbaijan, where over there you hear about things like, the government seize your land, pollute the Caspian Sea, all that. So one of my dad's dreams was to go live somewhere in his retirement, beautiful, without pollution and all that.
Panay bought the roughly 150 acres in hope of giving his dad a peaceful place to spend his retirement. What can landowners do in a situation like this? What rights do they have?
Number one, take action, don't disregard it. Getting legal representation is important, but also just reaching out to the other lawyer on the other side, even you, just the landowner, a non-lawyer, and say, I've gotten these papers and the state doesn't work for me. Give me more time.
Now with the pipeline project in motion, Panay has concerns.
We're very upset. We're concerned it could ruin, the pollution, of course, property values. But like I said, the main thing when we got that area and my dad retired, we just wanted to keep it beautiful hill country and peaceful.
Panay hired the attorney you heard from. Now, the attorney says other people in the area have reached out to him as well. We reached out to those behind the Matterhorn Express Pipeline. It says it's carefully considering the environment and communities along the proposed route, adding, quote, the project will play a significant role in enhancing energy security, reducing energy cost, and mitigating emissions related to flaring by providing much needed takeaway capacity for West Texas producers. Now, to give you some perspective, we spoke with the UT energy expert. Why do we need these pipelines? Here's what he had to say.
At the highest level, they're simply the most cost-effective and the safest way to move oil and gas from where the oil and gas is produced to where it's going to be used or further processed for products.
And he says there are other ways of moving oil and gas. That could be by 18-wheelers, trucks, by train, but he says those are less safe and more expensive because obviously you have the risk of traveling and there could be an accident. So.
Right, and I was telling you during that story that it reminded me of the Longhorn pipeline, which a lot of South Austinites know about that because that is another pipeline that would run, or does run, from Houston to El Paso, right in the backyard of some people's homes. So I could see why that would be upsetting to him.
And the Railroad Commission just approved their permit for the Matterhorn pipeline at the end of March. So it's moving along.
All right, thank you, Candy.